Hello and welcome to the Amsti Grant writing process. My name is Spring Charles and I am the STEM Director for PowerUpEDU. Who is PowerUpEDU? PowerUpEDU is an award-winning education solutions provider for classrooms in the Southeast. They focus on 5 core practices: active learning, STEM and STEAM instruction and curriculum, esports, professional learning, and transformational spaces. Today we will walk through important information: who is Steve Wozniak, the WozEd kits and pathways, DocuSign, the grant process, quotes, and grant help. Important information: this is a promotional pricing for the Amsti Grant only. Each pathway comes with a curriculum, everything you need to start learning. The curriculum is based on the 5E model. Students and teachers both will enjoy diving into these pathways. We have linked the website for the Amsti Grant, and each pathway is $3,500, which is the amount that is given in the grant. Who is Steve Wozniak? Steve Wozniak was one of the co-founders of Apple, the inventor of Apple computers. He was also a former middle school teacher that loved giving children a chance to learn and go above and beyond to think outside of the box. He was passionate about bringing career-ready skills to students through STEM and STEAM. WozEd goals: prepare students for high-paying and in-demand careers for the future. Students leave K-12 education with awareness and readiness for the future. Everything you need to be successful with these pathways comes in a box like you see in the picture, from your technology piece, crayons, markers, glue, construction paper, books, read-alongs. If the curriculum calls for it, it will be included in your pathway. So let's take a minute and look at the pathways that are being offered. The first one is WozEd Pathway Levels Pre-K and K. This is our robotics curriculum using Cubelet's robots. Exploring Cubelet robots, students will explore robots and see how they sense and react to what they sense. This will be compared to the students' 5 senses. Students will build and create robots using Sense and Act Cubelets and learn how Cubelets can help us. The pathway includes 1 hour of virtual professional learning. Also in this kit, not only will you get the Cubelet pack, but you'll get mini flashlights, painter's tape, National Geographic book, Clink the book, Robots Everywhere, Robots Rumbus book, and Boy and Bot book. The next pathway that you can choose from is WozEd Coding Curriculum, Colorful Coding with Sparrow Indy. This unit will introduce students to the basics of coding through a mix of fun activities that can be done in centers, as well as whole group instruction time, supporting the learning with literature, manipulative activities, and fun robotic time with Sparrow Indy. This pathway will also include 1 hour of virtual professional learning. As you see, as listed in the kit, not only do you get the Sparrow Indies, you're going to get books, kinetic sand, magnifying glasses, our first wooden stamp set, tape, cars, and a whole lot more. The next pathway that we'll be looking at is Level 1, K2 grades. This is our cybersecurity curriculum, Navigating Cybersecurity with Mini Sparrow. The K2 Cybersecurity Kit introduces students to computer science technology. Students learn about cybersecurity and explore computer science careers. Additionally, students study binary code and practice communicating with computers by programming and using the mini sparrows. This pathway will also include 1 hour of virtual professional development. Not only are you getting the mini sparrows, this kit will also include Post-it notes, markers, USB chargers, pencils, colored pencils, craft sticks, and dice. The next kit that we will be looking at is Level 2. This is for grades 3rd through 5th. This is our cybersecurity curriculum, Safeguarding Information with Mini Sparrow. This unit will help students explore why codes are important, how they function, and ways to make them as possible. Students will practice writing their own codes using multiple strategies from handwritten notes to mazes designed to keep robots, the mini sparrows, in place. This pathway also includes 1 hour of virtual professional learning. Not only do you get the mini sparrows, USB chargers, copy paper, timer, modeling clay, pencils, measuring tape, and colored pencils to make this pathway successful. The next pathway is Level 2, our drones curriculum. Prepare for flight. In the drone Level 2 kit, students will gain valuable experience in piloting small aerial vehicles. They will use a simple UAV to learn important vocabulary surrounding the use of personal drones. Every student will take turn piloting the drone and also acting as a visual observer to develop good habits for safe flying. This pathway will also include 1 hour of virtual professional learning. You will get drones, masking tape, screwdriver, pencils, batteries, and a whole lot more to make this pathway successful in your classroom. The last pathway that we will be offering for the Amsti Grant is Level 3, Coding Curriculum, Communication, Coding, and Mini Sparrow. This STEAM kit will teach students to code Mini Sparrow through drawing, block, and text coding. In addition to coding and communication, students will expand their knowledge of geometry and physics concepts. This pathway includes 1 hour of virtual professional learning. Not only will you get the mini sparrows, you'll get science journals, construction paper, scissors, glue, rulers, painter's tape, straws, pipe cleaners, and USB multi-port chargers. So before we jump into what the grant looks like, I just want to take a moment and stress how important it is about DocuSign. When you go to the website and start reading everything about writing the grant, they're going to stress that you sign up for DocuSign. This is a way for you to make sure that your grant has been turned into the State Department, because you will have to sign up for DocuSign, and it is free. You will need 3 email addresses. That will be the superintendent's, the technology coordinator, and the CFO from the central office. That way, after you finish your grant, you will send it and submit it, and it will go to the first person, and as they sign off on it, it'll go to the next person, and then when it reaches to the superintendent, then it will be sent to the State Department. So what does this grant look like? Well, this is the first page of the grant. As you can see from the flags, I have labeled what information you are going to need. Your LEA is going to be your county or city school system name. School name is where you teach at. The amount that you're asking for is $3,500. And then the last information is all about you. Remember, this is done digitally. Nothing is done by paper. The second page of the grant is the impact. It has 2 questions that you have to answer. The number of students directly impacted and the number of teachers directly impacted. So that means if there was 5 or 6 in your pod, then you would write down that number and how many students you have in those 5 or 6 classes, because that would be how many students would be impacted by the grant that you are getting. The last page of the grant is all about the budget. As you can see in the first 3 columns, the function code, the program code, and the object code, that is all information you will need to get from the accounting office at school or from your CFO. The item description, that is the name of the pathway that you are requesting. Please make sure that you put the whole title in that item description. It will take more than 1 space, but that is okay. Quantity is 1, cost is $3,500, and then the total cost is $3,500. The last page is the assurances. This is where your CFO, technology coordinator, and superintendent will digitally sign off saying yes, they know that you are writing the grant and that they are aware of what you are getting. You will need a quote for your grant. So please reach out to Shoni Bryce, our PowerUpEDU Alabama educational consultant. If you will email her, she will be able to send you the quote, but she will need some information from you. Again, I am Spring Charles, the STEM Director for PowerUpEDU, and I am here to help you write your grant. So if you have any questions or need guidance, please feel free to reach out to me. Good luck on writing your grant.